First thing you notice is the atmosphere, the quality of the tables and the chairs. As I came through, they said, "Oh, we got to give you a tour of the place." You know, they showed me around. Whenever you have several details like that, it starts to add up and just creates a better experience.
This place is absolutely gorgeous. I think they did wonderful with the design and everything. It's just very comfortable.
As a server, I'm gonna handle all of your needs: food, snacks, coffee. If you bring your own alcohol, we will be here to serve you guys.
It's brand new, as you can see, and I like chargers on the table. That's new for me. Come play. It's gonna be a great time.
The building is absolutely gorgeous. It just has a great open area, for people to just hang out, have a good time. The management is focused on just creating a positive experience for everyone.
We're going to have an armed guard at the front, making sure no one brings any weapons in, make it safe for everybody inside.
Their promotions are really starting to bring people in, and as it grows, it's definitely going to compete with the other rooms in the area and probably overtake them.
We have some of the best tournaments going on, some of the best cash games as well.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. My name is Craig Dobson, and he is just putting on the, earmucks. We got none other than Fast Eddie, and we are live!
Welcome back to Flight C of the Summer Jam 100K Guarantee here at Poker House, celebrating their 1-year anniversary. And pretty soon here, we'll be going live, starting level 9 with small blind 800, big blind 1600 with the big blind ante of 1600. And boy, do we guys have a treat for you with the feature table with some big names locally here.
And I mean, then talk about a follow. I mean, considering Eddie, yesterday, wow. That was just, the hands that we had, the setups that we had, it was an absolute wow. Poker aficionados, every situation you could ever have, comebacks, raises, re-raises, the pocket pairs galore, and a run out with a runner and a run out of runner flush when both players had kings.
Yeah, yesterday was a really good start to the tournament in terms of the live stream.
Absolutely. And we're off.
For those of you viewers here, you may see some names that you know. Mr. Bart Bogart, Tournament Crusher, Miss Ashley Hine, Mr. Daryl Sample. Some local tournament crushers also been crushing it on the statewide level and Vegas WSOP.
And nationally, absolutely. Vegas, pretty much everybody in the Metroplex was following Bart Bogart's amazing run at the World Series of Poker main event.
I know he made a deep run. I think he made it to at least day 4, maybe made it to day 5.
He did make it to day 5. He finished in 215th out of this, project this, folks, 8,661. It was the second largest main event field in history.
And if I remember correctly, for his flight, I think he was top 10 in chips on day 1.
Yes, he was. I think what it's most notable is that the poker streaming site PokerGo has this amazing picture when Bart was in the top 40 in chips of him having a chance to basically bubble the last person out for the night. And I believe they both had pairs, but the kid, I think either Bart had kings or queens, the other kid had, I think, 7s, and all of these people around the table just trying to wait him to see the bubble, and Bart with his towers of chips, and the kid ended up getting the set to stay alive in the tournament. He eventually, someone else would get actually the house out for the bubble, but it's just not to have the whole world look at you for that one fleeting moment. I think that's going to be a memory that lasts for a long time.
Yeah, and I remember him posting this specifically on his Facebook, a screenshot from PokerGo and some of the photographers there, saying that was one of the coolest experiences that he's ever been a part of in his poker playing time. So pretty neat to be a part of the bubble there. I wasn't there to watch it specifically, but last year I was there to watch it. One of my close friends here locally in Dallas made it to day 5 last year, and I was there at 1 o'clock in the morning watching the bubble and just seeing people flying from table to table, just checking it out. Pretty fun experience.
If anything, I think if you're making that deep a run, those are the two moments that I think in my opinion, the two moments that people I will actually remember at the World Series: the day the money bubble busts, and the day someone holds up that bracelet.
Right. I 100% agree with you, Craig. And we are back less than 12 hours later. Question for you, Craig. How much sleep did you get last night?
3 hours.
That's about as much sleep as I got. When I got back to the room, I watched myself on the stream, critiqued myself a little bit, got some criticism, some analytics from friends that watched the stream. And so watched that. Couldn't get much sleep last night, and now we're back in the booth here 12 hours later.
Who would have thought? But we are go, folks, and if anything, everyone's getting situated here. See, we got Ashley Hines in the 1 seat. We got Cisco in the 2 seat, Bart Bogart in the 9 seat, and we are going, folks.
So for those questions in the chat, Mr. Cook, to get into flight, you had to win a satellite. That is not correct. That's one way you could have gotten. There's actually three ways you could get into playing our 100K guarantee. One is to actually directly buy in for $420. We still have flights this evening. One flight this evening that starts at 5 p.m. with registration open for about 4 hours. And then 2 more flights tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Second way is to get into the satellite. And third, we just ran our first one for the day, the $50 flips.
The Eddie flips.
The Eddie flips. Basically, $50 9-handed, best 2, I think it's 4-card PLO, right?
It was 4-card.
4-card PLO, no betting, just whoever has the best hand after flipping gets the $420 seat.
Wow, not bad. Can you imagine being able to take $50, roll your way into the tournament, find a way to win it? Hey, and so far, for those that are probably interested in the numbers, so far to include this flight here, we have over 190 entrants.
All right, and to hit the guarantee, we need 278. So looking like we're gonna hit the guarantee this evening.
I think we're going to hit the guarantee tonight. At which point, then, ladies and gentlemen, hey, Friday and Saturday will be. Saturday is will be very, very fun. We got hand in action here. Cisco raised it up, and he's going to take it down. But as of right now, we're at level 9. 38 players left.
We will be taking 7. So to answer your question, Gerson, we are taking 10% of each flight. So as of this flight, 67 entries so far at the end of registration. 7 people will be bagging to Sunday with a noon restart. And for those of you joining the live chat, joining the stream, yesterday we were on Facebook and Twitch platforms. Today we've added a third platform, YouTube. So for those of you wanting to get in, any one of those 3 platforms would be perfect for you guys to watch the live stream, listen to us in the booth, and watch some fun poker on a Friday afternoon.
Take advantage of it. And I'm like, honestly, if you're trying to wrap up that work or you're waiting to pick the kids up from school after maybe their first week of school, heck, this is the you're popping on through Facebook, through Twitter, through Twitch, from Facebook, through Twitch, and also through YouTube. It's all available to you. The $100,000 Summer Jam Tournament here at Poker House Dallas.
And here we go with the action under the gun +1. Arnold Block elects to just limp in the big blind 1.6 with Queen Jack suited.
Daryl's going to make the call again with the Jack 8 of clubs.
And Richard with pocket 10s on the button, probably looking to 3-bet and raises to 5K.
Taking advantage of this position, he's got the double boat Derricks, pocket 10s.
Comes back to Arnold, and he elects to call the raise. And Daryl, under the gun +2, elects to call as well. Jack 8 of clubs, flop 6 of spades.
Oh, wow.
4 diamonds, 10 of hearts. Richard Bishop flopping top set. Let's see how he continues post. And elects
This is to check.
to slow play, let the players catch
A premium hand and not to get any action. He's going to try to make some action himself.
I'd like to see a small bet here, actually, for value. Make 1,000 into
Winning this pot with 2 tens.
And Rafa, we look forward to seeing you at the cash tables. Maybe may want to change your mind and fire a bullet in this thing. 25K guaranteed for first place. Probably going to be more when it's all said and done after we get, I'm guessing, a prize pool of 155K for those viewers, again, that are new to join the stream yesterday. And I set the line at 155,000 with a $7,500 buffer. And we're playing for dinner at Saltgrass.
So if anybody with Saltgrass or Landry's would like to chime in, making sure that that he holds salt, because I have a feeling we will hit the guarantee tonight, and Saturday's going to be a
crush the guarantee.
It's going to be a crush. It's going to be a madhouse.
Figure out when we're going to go to dinner so I can take it. And Michelle in the chat saying, let's go, Bart Bogart and Action Ashley.
And speaking of Action Ashley, she's got 2 sevens. Marshall made a raise with the 2 tens. Daryl's got the 98 O's, a suited connector, 9-8 of spades.
And Marshall opening the 6K, a little bit of a big open.
And Ashley's going to 3-bet this with 2 7s. She makes it 13 to go.
Slightly over 2x Marshall's open. Daryl's probably going to fold here based off this action to an open and a 3-bet out of the small blind Alexa fold.
And yeah, Marshall had the choice. He's going to roll this all in. Ashley's going to call.
And she's obviously priced in based off of that.
Absolutely.
So we have about 30K going to the flop with Action Ashley in seat 1, pocket 7s, and Marshall Kiesling with pocket 10s in middle position. Let's see what the flop brings.
And we do know that one of Ashley's 7s was folded.
Oh, but didn't see that.
And the flop comes 6-3-6, no help. Got to get a 7 or 2 running cards to make a now it's 6s full. Only that's it, folks. I mean, see, Marshall has 6s full of 10s. Gonna beat the 6s full of 7s. Only the K7, even the K7 would have helped, but Marshall's gonna double through there.
Oh, BT Hale in the chat. Hey, we're waiting for Taco Bell for the record. I'll let you know what I want before you come head this way. And Joe saying, let's go, Ashley, Marshall, Rich, and Bart. Here we go with the chip counts with Cisco leading the featured table with 43 big blinds, about 70K, all the way down to Kevin Lowe, 8 big blinds, 14K, and everybody else in between. Some middling stacks here with Bart, Ashley, and some other lower stacks less than 20 big blinds.
But still, it's still early in the level. No real time to panic.
Actually, but let me check. I actually don't even know. I just said number 3 because to be honest, I don't even remember.
All right, as we go down under the gun, Daryl's got got Route 66, but pocket 6s. Looks like he's going to make a raise to 4K.
Good. The open and choosing not to 3-bet in flop, and then Richard elects to take the betting lead, betting 8K into 12K, betting 2/3 pot.
I think it's going to be a fold immediately.
BT, I'm checking the Taco Bell menu right now, just for the record. You can ask Craig. He can vouch for me. I'm really on the Taco Bell app. I haven't eaten today, so I'm pretty hungry.
Oh, believe me, that was the first thing I said before I collect. Let me eat it. Let me make sure I get something to eat on the way in. And
you know what, BT? If you're coming up here to play again and you're wearing a funky shirt, you can pick my meal. Just make sure you get me a lot of hot sauce.
Oh, El Fuego.
Oh, Matt Taylor says, let's go Cisco, and we still have a side bet. Ooh, interesting. Why don't you let us in a little secret on your side bet?
Well, I happen to know this side bet, so I don't know if I want to, knowing that Matt is watching this. Matt, do you want me to tell him about the side bet? It says your video, and also Walter says your video keeps freezing.
Walter, I'll let them know. On our end, it seems like it's okay. But again, we are on a 10-minute delay from the actual live stream table.
But Matt, if you're watching, obviously, and I can let people know if you'd like for me to tell them about the side bet, or just kind of wait and let the carnage and chaos actually go happen itself. Oh, it's okay. I'm going to win. All right, so between Cisco and Matt, before the tournament even started, when of course everyone's trying to size each other up, figure out what they're gonna do and how they're gonna win, and if they end up winning this tournament. Between Matt and Cisco, and you'll appreciate this, Eddie, they made a last longer bet.
Interesting. What's on the line? Money, food?
I will say it is an amount and a few other things, but but I'll let Matt if he wants to describe in regards to that. But there is a last longer bet between Matt and Cisco. I did not pick sides, but let's just say either way, whoever wins, I'm the real winner out of this.
Fair enough. Oh, and then speaking of Cisco, the live stream is freezing. Is it on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch? And I'll definitely get with Eric on that.
Yeah, let us know so that way we can be able to update it for you. Last thing we wanted to be aware is we're not hearing you and trying to be able to solve the problem as quickly as possible for you.
And also let us know if the audio is okay as well. Again, this is just the second day of our live stream. Again, still working out our kinks. Back to the action. Kevin Lowe opening King Queen off under the gun for 3.2. Just 2x bin click.
Audio's perfect. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
And Marshall in the big blind defending 10-7 suited, which is a typical standard defend from the big blind. And let's see a flop.
All right, and the flop comes 7-9 king, 2 spades. Kevin's flop top player, Marshall's flop bottom pair. Kevin moves all in. Marshall's gonna fold here, and Kevin's gonna win this pot. As you see, folks, 37 players left. We're out of the 67 that started. That means we will play down to 7.
All right, thank you, everybody. I actually let Eric know about the video freezing on all platforms, so hopefully we can get that taken care of here shortly. But at least you can get the audio.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Just visualize, close your eyes and visualize the hands as I describe them to you.
I know, right? I mean, obviously, we'll obviously make a point to make sure that you feel the cards as we describe it to you, even with the delay, sir. Everything's gonna get folded around. And as we get to Arnold and Daryl on the button with Queen 6.
And it looks like Marshall gets a walk.
Now Kevin
gets a walk in the big blind, folding all the way around to him.
That's where they're watching it at.
Yeah, so
it says
where are you, for those of you actually saying it's freezing, where are you guys, girls, at? Are you guys watching from your house or from inside the poker room, or?
These guys' Wi-Fi got really noticeably slower. So if you got a bunch of guys streaming it right now,
Okay.
they might be late. If they're in here.
Okay.
If they're not here.
And again, appreciate the patience. We are currently working on the video streaming issue that you guys are telling us about. Arnold in the hijack with pocket sixes.
He's definitely going to make a raise with that.
Opening to 4.2K, good sizing for a late position raise.
And everyone's like, it's.
And folds around, and he picks up the blinds. Gerson, I don't know if you should be watching YouTube while driving. I don't advocate that.
We don't advocate. Obviously, I would just say, listen, we will do our best to describe the action in hands to you. please be safe on the highways, especially on Friday here in Dallas. And in some cases, it is the first week of school here, so a lot more people on the road trying as they finished off the first week of school here in the in some counties here in the Metroplex. Oh, you're not driving. Oh, well, in that case, absolutely. Thank you for watching, for definitely watching us while you're in traffic. I think if we can do anything to make your time pass by while you're stuck in the lovely gridlock of Dallas traffic here in the Metroplex, we greatly appreciate it. It's going to be moved around to Richard, who calls in the small blind, and you got Bart with 7-8 offsuit. Super pure.
Blind versus blind on a flop with two jacks and a 6.
I think this is going to be one of those hands that whoever bets first will win it.
Gerson, as long as you're not driving, that's okay. That comment I made earlier about closing your eyes and visualizing what we say, definitely don't do that.
On the turn, Richard's made a pair of 5s.
But Bart turns open-ended straight draw.
And Richard's going to lead out, but I think definitely Bart's going to call with the open-end straight draw.
Bart in the tank, thinking of a decision he's going to make. Elects
Still thinking.
to raise.
Oh, raise.
3 times what Richard
I don't.
opens with and leads on the turn. And this raise from Bart in the big blind, putting Richard in the blender. Bart representing jacks.
I can only assume so, or at least one jack, maybe even a flush draw, maybe like a middle pair, middle pocket pair.
And he gets Richard to fold the best hand.
Yeah, either way, obviously, it's the power of betting, ladies and gentlemen. The fact of the matter is like he took away the betting lead and it controlled the betting throughout the hand, and he was able to take it down that way.
And I think with Bart being such an experienced tournament player, you have to respect a raise from him in position because it's just Bart. So,
yeah, it's pretty simple in regards on that going forward.
again, thank you all of you joining the live stream here as we kick underway the live stream level 9 Flight C of the Summer Jam 100K guarantee here at Poker House. And we'll pick up action under the gun with Cisco with 6-4 offsuit, electing to lay it down. And his action folds around.
Marshall with Queen 9, he makes the call. Bishop with Queen 10, he's gonna smooth call this. And yeah, Bart with the Persian carpet ride 9-7 offsuit.
Getting a good price in the small blind to call. Action Ashley with Ace-8 with the best hand currently. Going 4 ways to the flop with about 14.5K in the middle.
Here's the flop.
Oh, actually raises from the big blind. Raises to 8K and gets Richard to call on the button with Queen 10 off.
Uh-oh. Oh, wow. What a flop here.
Monotone board.
Richard flopped a pair. Actually flopped top and bottom pair, but it's a straight board. And it is a
Monotone board with hearts.
lots of hearts on this board.
Actually electing to continuation bet 6K into about 21K. Small sizing.
Sure. I think obviously, with this board texture, and I think Richard, I know, is a solid player. He may pull one off just to see, just to get a response, or get a response to get a look and be like, "Are you dedicated to this hand?" If I happen to call it down, I think in one of those things, I believe that it's a situation where Richard's been, he's made these chips, he's played very smart, and any wrong moves with this, well.
And elects to call Ashley's continuation of bet. Turn that brings in the 4th heart. Not a good card for Ashley.
Now it gets interesting.
And she continues to barrel with 2 pair on a 4
On a
forward monotone board and gets a Richard to fold. There's a reason they call her Action Ashley.
Absolutely.
And for those of you tuning in, total of 67 entries. This flight currently have 37 players, playing down to 7. And here's your chip count. Action Ashley. There's 3 players actually with about 40 big blinds. Action Ashley, Cisco, and Bart, all the way down to few players just under 15 big blinds. Here we go, picking up the action. Honor block with 7 deuce suited. Folds. Daryl with 3 deuce clubs. Folding. Getting more folds around. For those of you in the chat, are you guys still having issues with the live stream in terms of it freezing? Please let us know. Action folds all the way around to Cisco in the big blind. Oh, blind versus blind. Action Ashley with 9-8. Elects to just limp. Cisco raises. Action Ashley flats the raise. Going to a flop of Queen Deuce 4. Action Ashley checking. Cisco checking back as well. Get to a turn with the king. Both of those overcards are going to scare Ashley off. Let's see what Cisco does on the turn. Elects to bet 6,500 to a pot of over 10K. Takes it down. Action Ashley folds. Thank you, Gerson. Let us know no more freezing as of yet. Appreciate that. Action underway for the next hand. Lots of folds all the way around the Bart. With pocket 7s in the cutoff, going to open this hand to 4,000. Good sizing. And Arnold in the big blind with mystery cards. Elects to fold. Bart taking down a small pot of 4K. And here we are again with the chip counts. Action Ashley and Bart with a chip lead at the feature table with over 40 big blinds. Have 3 players under 15 big blinds with Daryl, Marshall, and Kevin. Thank you to all the viewers chiming in and listening and watching the live stream here at Poker House Dallas. Day 2 of the Summer Jam 100K guarantee here at Poker House Dallas. Flight 1C underway in level 10 or level 9, just a few minutes away from level 10 where the blinds will be going up to 1K, 2K with a 2K big blind ante. I think the action tracker is a little behind. Okay, and here we go. Kevin Lowe with pocket 5s and under gun +1. Elects to limp. Folds all the way around to the small blind with I think we have to rewind the action tracker to get the actual action correct. And we're going 3 ways to the flop with Daryl flopping top pair with ace-7 offsuit. Arnold checks. Daryl checks, knowing he has top pair. Kevin Lowe is a pre-flop aggressor. Elects to bet 3.5K. I'm not sure that's correct. 3.5K until a pot of about 6.5. Kevin folds. Daryl obviously calls the raise. Turn brings in the 4 diamonds. Brings in the gutter for Kevin. Daryl elects to check again for deception. Kevin double barreling with pocket 5s. Daryl calls. River brings king of diamonds. Check, check. Daryl wins the hand, chipping up 15K. We are less than 2 minutes away from level 10 where the blinds will be increasing. And TV Frank's calling out his buddy Cisco in the 2 seat and telling him to play. And he played a hand. He had ace king offsuit earlier when he went blind versus action. Ashley took that down. Again, thank you for all those tuning in. Day 2 of our live stream, going live yesterday for the first time under these under the new lights, the new setup, new equipment. Still working out our kinks. Again, thank you for being patient with us as we learn the software, learn the operating board, and all the fun technological things of that nature. There you go, TV Franks. Cisco with ace queen in the cutoff raises to 4,000. Daryl in the small blind with king 8 suited. Calling. Big blind folding. Going heads up to the flop. And a very good flop for Cisco with 7 diamonds, 4 clubs, queen of diamonds. Cisco going to continuation bet, betting 7,500 until 11.2. About 60% pot, two-thirds pot. And there on the small blind, folding. Doesn't have enough backdoor equity, doesn't have anything to really call with, and elects to fold. Cisco taking down the pot there. And there you go, TV Franks. There's your action again from Cisco. Again, here we are with the chip counts. Kevin Lowe, super short stack, 2 big blinds. Gonna have to be getting that in pretty soon if he's gonna want to chip up. $10-9 suited for Richard under the gun. Opting to fold. Queen 9 suited with Bart under the gun +1. Probably looking to open. Makes it 4,500. And this is how you know Bart is a seasoned tournament player. A lot of times people will elect to just limp there or fold there. He's going to turn his hand to a hand that he thinks he can open with, and which he does. Daryl on the button with the ace-6 suited. And Kevin low in the big blind with only 2 big blinds.
He's gonna
Rips it for King Jack suited. If I'm Bart in this spot, it seems like an auto call, but also he has Daryl behind him.
And from the looks of it, I think he's all in for
Yeah,
less.
he's all in for less.
Okay, well. Got Kevin looking for the triple up here. But I believe he was short, so there's going to be a side pot. So we got Kevin with King Jack, Bart with Queen 9 of clubs, Daryl with a 6 of clubs. Here we go to the flop. Oh, wow.
Action flop for 2 clubs.
Bart has played a pair and a queen high flush draw. Daryl has the nut flush draw.
Bart going to continuation, but for 4.5K?
Yeah, he bets 4,500. Oh, and Daryl just rips it all in. And a snap call. Uh-oh, folks. Here we go. We've got a pair and a flush draw for Bart. The nut flush draw for Daryl. Kevin needs all kinds of help. Here we go to the turn. It's a 3. Now Daryl picks up a straight draw, too. Here's the river. It's a 6. And Bart gives the double knockout.
Bart doing Bart, knocking 2 players out.
A
picking
double
up
knockout.
43,000, putting him well over the 100K chip mark.
Uh-oh.
Is now the chip leader
It's
at
a
this
Bart.
table.
It's a Bart sighting. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I mean it's not that we're talking about Bart Bogart so much, but he makes plays in the right positions, and it's not a once in a while thing. Over and over. I mean, we were mentioning yesterday his Hindemon page. I'm like, it is few and far between when you know someone that has almost $650,000 worth of lifetime cashes, and it's only most recently been, I guess, in the last 4 or 5 years.
I think so. I haven't had a chance to check out his Hendon Mob, but I know since pretty much the beginning of January, even the past year, he's been just crushing it on the tournament scene.
And I mean, he makes plays, and he makes plays and finds a way to be able to put himself in position to make those kind of plays where he was able to out flop, and then put in a position where then you get one all in. You see what the additional chip stack had. He goes all in and a double knockout. That's something else. You look at it. So, but as we go to the next hand, you got Arnold with Ace Jack. He's going to raise it up. Marshall's got King Queen. He's going to make the call. Richard with Jack 10 in the big blind.
If I'm Marshall being short stack with King Queen on the button, I'm ripping that on the button for less than 10 big blinds. Maybe looking just to see a flop cheap in position.
And Arnold flops top pair. He's gonna make a small continuation bet. Richard with second pair.
And let's see what decision he makes. Arnold continuation bet for 8,000 into a pot of 17, making the pot.
He's gonna lay it down.
And he lays down middle pair, good fold. Arnold has all the aces there from his opening range. For those of you in the live stream, can you hear any of the table talk? Want to make sure some of the overhead mics are properly working so you guys can hear some of the table talk. Please let us know in the chat. And if not, we'll make sure we get that taken care of right away.
As we speaking of the chat right here, it's like we got TV Frank here said, "Come on, Cisco, play a hand."
Yeah, and as he made that comment, Cisco had ace queen and wins that hand. Oh,
wow! Marshall, he's just gonna move all in with aces.
I mean, Bart's got a call here with King Jack Broadway.
And oh, wow, he makes top set on the turn.
Turn.
And it's going to be over, folks. And Marshall, with the short stack, he's going to double up. No, can't hear any table talk. Can't. All right, absolutely. Yeah, we're good. All right, folks. Yeah, but we're gonna make sure we get with one of our sound engineers, let them know in regards on that you can't hear that, so we can have that updated for you. Obviously, Bart, I don't blame him making the call, knowing it was only 16,000. That was about 8 big blinds in making that call. But what can you do when you run into aces and then he makes the turns the top set? He picked up a straight draw, but didn't get there on the river. So he's going to stay alive in this tournament. We got 32 players in this third flight here. Now, because of the fact that we are taking 10% of the field, we're going to take 7 into day 2. We're going to take 7 players into day 2, and it's going to, with a guaranteed prize pool of $100,000, first place of at least $25,000, and a trophy that even Susan Lucci would be proud of. Yeah. It took her forever to win her Emmy. Action moves along here. We're going to a flop. Oh, what a flop here. Richard has flopped the nut flush draw and a straight draw. Ashley also has a straight draw, and Bart's probably looking for 2 cards that he probably would do better playing Mahjong with as opposed to poker. Richard's going to make the bet. He's going to lead out for 4,000. Ashley is pondering a situation here. She does have a straight draw. A 10 will make a straight, but but Richard has the nut flush draw in addition to it, so she's going to need an offsuit 10 to chop even to chop this pot, or an offsuit king. 3 on the turn. 3 on the turn. No help to either player. Richard's going to lead out for 5,000, and Ashley's going to lay that down.
All right, let's check this out. We're not hearing the table microphone. Let me see why that is.
Who you hear on the background, ladies and gentlemen, is Eric the Almighty Anderson. Or I should say the all night long. Lionel Richie would be proud of him.
So, we're not getting anything right here. So for some reason, the table mic is not attached to the, hold on a second.
Like I said, Eric the Almighty Anderson, man's got more moves than a game of checkers. And dressed just as good as Chuck Woolery did on Love Connection in the 80s, if not better. But action's going to move here. We're going to, obviously, he's going to work on the sound here to try to get some additional sound for you as we move forward. Where you got 3 ways to a flop of waiting. Okay, 4 Jack 7. Marshall's flop top pair. Cisco's flop second pair. Ashley, she's going to lay it down to a bet. And Cisco's going to call with second pair. We're going to a turn. Oh, it's a jack. Marshall's made 3 jacks. Cisco, he checks. We're going to a river. And it's a 9, no help. I think it's just going to go check. Marshall's going to take down this pot.
Okay, unfortunately, I have to restart the software to get the audio mic. I'm not going to do that and make you guys lose 10 minutes on the delay. So for this episode, we won't have table mic. When I restart at break, then we'll get table mic back for day 1C, the next flight.
Okay.
So for the next hour, we will not have table mic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Eric the Almighty Anderson. live stream aficionado and expert as well. Just trying again providing a little disclaimer against this. We do apologize regarding. I mean, this is day 2 of the Poker House live stream. Again, we thank you for all of your support when it comes in regards on this. We will make it a point, obviously, once we go into our next break, which that we will make sure everything updates accordingly. As we move on to the next hand, well, look at this then. Kevin's got pocket 6s. Marshall's got pocket 9s. Cisco, king 7 of clubs. He's going to lay this down. And Arnold with the 7-11 hand, jack 7 in the big blind. He's going to fold. So we're going heads up. Kevin with pocket 6s. Marshall with pocket 9s. And the flop comes 4, 10, 5. Kevin's first to act. He's going to lead out, and Marshall lays down the 9s. As you can see, folks, we have 30 players left in this flight. We're going to play down the 7. We're at level 10 here, where blind's going to be at 1,000, 2,000, 2,000 big blind. Here is our chip count. Bart, with a surprise to not a lot of people, sitting with the chip lead here at our feature table. Arnold in second, Ashley and Cisco holding up the middle. Marshall with that double up, still holding on, because anything can happen with this tournament here. As you know, obviously, we're going to hit the guaranteed.
And BT coming in clutch with a Taco Bell. I'll tell you what, next time you come in, let me know. Your next meal's on me. And Marshall opening ace-queen under the gun. Chipped up nicely in the last 15, 20 minutes from short stack earlier on.
Absolutely. Cisco's going to make the call in the button with a suited connector 5-4. And BT, don't forget, Nick and Sam's does deliver DoorDash.
I'm not as bougie as Greg. I'll take Taco Bell.
Nothing wrong with Taco Bell, especially
Taco Bell.
Nothing wrong with Taco Bell. And as we hit flop here, Marshall's flop top pair. Kevin's got jack high, and Cisco with a double gutter here.
BT, the Taco Bell was just delivered. If you want to switch, put in the camera.
Hold on a second. Yeah, definitely. We gotta. Obviously, this is in no way to be a. This is in no way to be promoting a sponsorship to try to get Taco Bell, but bink. If you look here, no, that's not us. Hold on a second.
It should be it. It must be.
That is not us. We don't know, I guess. But yes, we do have Taco Bell. Unfortunately,
that was definitely not us in the booth.
That is not us in the booth. As you can see, that was a snapshot of the Eric the Almighty Anderson live stream extraordinaire. As we continue with this hand, Marshall with a top pair, Cisco with a double gutter. And he's going to lay this down, and Marshall again. I believe that is 3 hands in the last 5.
Now up to about 30 big blinds, just south of 30 big blinds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, actually, we're going to go to, it's going to be a slight delay with our action tracker because he's having to do it all while we are here in the commentating booth with the update. Here's the update with 29 players left. Again, we're going to play down to 7 in this flight. Those 7 players will move on to day 2. And an exciting day 2 that will be on Sunday. Someone is going to win at least $25,000 and a trophy that I guess I'm running out of adjectives.
I don't know how you can describe it anymore.
I know, it's like, how can I describe it? A trophy that even the Dallas Stars would probably use it to hack the ice with if they could.
Could use that. Definitely could use that.
Again, 29 players. We're good.
Hey guys, this is Eric Anderson again. On second thought, we're gonna lose 10 minutes right now because I really want to hear you guys listen to this table talk. So I'm gonna stop the stream and restart it, and we'll be right back.
So just log back in. We'll be right back.
Now, what we can do though, so they're not gonna lose us. You're still gonna. Why is that? Oh, okay. Maybe they will lose us. Hold on. All right. Let me pause this. Let me go here. They still can hear us. But the USB, yeah, they can still hear us. They just can't hear the table mic. Now, when we do this, source, microphone, outputs. All right, so let's see.